first time in almost 2 months with Lamelo ball in it.
Yeah, Lamelo on his 4th game back. Now his legs should be under him. He's been scoring the ball well, but it's been in spurts. He'll make 3 or 4 in a row and then not make some shots down the stretch. He gets to the line one game, then he doesn't another. He's got to be more consistent at doing all those things. His minutes has increased every single game. He's putting up big numbers, but it hadn't equated to any wins. It's time for the Hornets to get a win, so we'll start here tonight against the Spurs.
All right, not going to sugarcoat it. A little bit disappointed that we're not going to see the rookie that everyone's talking about in the NBA. Victor Wembanyama has been an absolute eyeball. He's done it. We saw it a week ago when he had a double-double against the Hornets. But Dell, he sprained his ankle about a month ago. Since that time, he's never played both games of a back-to-back.
Seems like it scared the entire state of Texas. Hadn't played a game of more than 25 minutes in 10 games. Hadn't played a back-to-back since that ankle. And the Spurs have not won a game without him. That's good news for the Hornets. He's not going to be here tonight. So they're really taking it easy with Wembanyama. They got this guy, Devin Vassell. He can score the basketball. They paid him to be the number 2. Tonight he's going to have to be the number 1, and he can do it. It's over 17 a game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists as well. Shoots at 45% from 2, 35 from 3. All those shots that Wembanyama leaves on the floor, and he's a tough cover if he sees the ball going early.
Let's do it. Second and final meeting of the regular season between the Hornets and the Spurs. When we come back, we'll take a look at what happened the first time around 7 days ago.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Coach Gary in the house. What's going on, everybody? And we're going to look at our tonight. Hopefully you can watch with me the Hornets playing the Spurs. This time it's going to be at home. The Spurs defeated the Hornets last Friday night by a huge margin. And so now the Hornets get to try to get a little get back at home. Too bad for those people who paid this money specifically to see Victor Wembanyama tonight in the Spectrum Center, because I just got news that he is out. Here it is right here. Who's it? Sioko will not be playing for the Spurs, and Victor Wembanyama is going to be out too. I don't even know if he's in the building. But I guess because of that, maybe, I don't know, the matchup predictor is showing that the Hornets have the better chance to win. Well, I hadn't seen matchup predictor look like this not once this year, but as you can see, if you look at the, well, you guys can't see it, but I'll tell you right now, the Spurs have a worse record than the Hornets, believe it or not. The Spurs have only won 7 games. They are 7-33, 4-17 away. And the Hornets are 8-30, 4-13 away. Neither one of these teams doing very good at all. We can talk about the reasons that they're not that the Hornets are not winning. But you know, if you ask me, it's the same as last year. Same as last year. It is also a disappointment that even though they have Miles Bridges, that nothing has changed. All right. So all that waiting last year, and we don't know what how different Miles would have played with the squad we had last year. It could have been a little better, but we're not sure. All right. All we do know is for the last few years, nothing good has happened with our Hornets. All right. So and this year is no different. This year's no different. It looks as though, well, it doesn't look as though we're not going to be going to the playoffs this year either. It's basically it's not impossible, but it's not likely. Okay, so the Hornets have squandered another year, and if you want to go and look back at since Lamelo has been here, you know, when Lamelo got here, we had 2 years of possibilities, you know, possible chances to get to the playoffs, but we squandered it in the play-in games, the 2 play-in games. Just couldn't get over that hump. Would have been playing the first place team anyway. But to not be in the playoffs is bad enough. And then the last 2 years to not even have a good season is, even worse. All right. So, as I said, the match predictor still giving this to the Hornets today. Not sure if that's going to happen. It is close. It is close. So a lot of times when the match predictor is, somewhere within 10%, but from the winning team and the team or the losing team, it's usually pretty good. But when this percentage of the win percentage, whatever team is playing, it's huge. A lot of times it's a closer game, or the team that's predicted to win usually ends up losing. So this may be a good thing for the Hornets tonight as far as their win goes. All right, so we're going to be getting into this very shortly, and I hope you guys will join me. And before that happens, let me do a little testing, and we'll be right back.
We never stop. Because whether it's sports performance at the highest...
All right, everybody, get this started, and we'll see if these Hornets can win tonight. Once again, Wembanyama will not be playing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So if you made it down to the Charlotte Hornet Arena, sorry, you won't be seeing him. And also, it's just we're looking at right now. Look at all these guys who are out for the Hornets, guys. That's going to change things, right? Brandon Miller's not playing. Nick Richards, the big guy's not playing. Gordon Hayward, he never plays. And then Mark Williams is not playing. So this matchup predictor, the prediction, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. The Spurs have a pretty decent team, even without Wembanyama. So they got Jones, that's Trey Jones starting. Vassell beat us up last game. Champagning, Sochan beat us up. Collins. So that Vassell, the 3 guys in the middle right there, had a great game against us when we were down in San Antonio. I don't expect them to play any less or any worse than they did that game. And then off the bench, they got McDermott, who came in and just lit it up in San Antonio. But yeah, we're getting ready to get started here. All right, the last few times I've done a stream, I hadn't been able to get my basketball graphic in the middle of the court, in the middle of the page, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen tonight either. But we've got a little bit of information there. Got some information there, but not the court. All right, but we'll keep the section open just in case we get lucky.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's done it this past summer. Now in his 28th year as the head coach of the Spurs. His first shot is true.
Hold up. That's Brandon Miller. Look, I don't know. They don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. Because they just showed a graphic on television. I thought Brandon Miller was not going to play, but he hits a 3-point shot. And yes, sir, we do have, as a quick run by the Hornets, we do have the graphic up today. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. All right.
Right about now, I have to tell you, folks, I'm not related to this, that,
A steal by the Hornets, and Brandon Miller brings it down the court. This was a team that hurt him the last time. P.J. Washington puts the Hornets up 7-0 at home, and a timeout has got to be called. Let's go, Hornets. All right, I'm a little bit behind, so let's see if I can get this.
At CPI, we think outside.
All right. So the Hornets get out to a slight lead right here, 7-0. No need to go anywhere and check anything. The game just started. Thank you guys, or everyone who has already stopped by in the stream. Hey, stop by, leave a comment in the chat section, and we'll check to see how many likes we get today. Don't know how many likes we get today, but whoever gets that right button, I really appreciate you. Also, join me tomorrow afternoon around 2:15. The Carolina Tar Heels will be taking on. They'll be taking on the Boston College Eagles. Hey, these games like that, we're all expecting the Carolina Tar Heels to win these games. They should win the game. Right now the Tar Heels are at the top of the conference, undefeated, but I like to call these trap games because of it's a traveling game. The Tar Heels will have to go to Boston to play, and if their minds aren't right, the Boston College Eagles could take that win. That should be a game that the Carolina Tar Heels end up winning. It's not going to be an easy game, I don't think, but it still should be a game that the Tar Heels win. I think the Eagles are something like in 8th, 9th place in the league, in the conference. All right, let's see if this timeout has slowed the Hornets down. Oh, they keep on keeping on.
Opportunity to get a win here at home without the Spurs' best player on the floor.
Can San Antonio get a shot up? They go!
Collins drives to the basket and tips it in. So it was a good timeout. The San Antonio Spurs get two. Lamelo Ball brings it down the court. He throws it to PJ, who set the screen and never even looked. And just like that, San Antonio has 4 points. That might have been the first turnover by the Hornets. Lamelo hands that to wow, another turnover by the Hornets. This one by Terry Rozier. Sochan to the basket, and just like that, San Antonio right back into it after 2 turnovers, unforced errors by the Hornets. Miles Bridges hands this to Lamelo. Lamelo to the basket. They let him go. Layup is good. And Lamelo seems to be a little bit injured for some reason. Skip pass. And Vassell to the basket. Layup is no good. Terry Rozier with the rebound. Yeah, Lamelo is hurt. He'll probably have to come out of the game. P.J. Washington thought about giving it to Lamelo. Lamelo walked up the court. He's hurt. Lamelo is hurt, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how bad it is, but he is not moving. He's not moving very well at all. He's staying in the game, though. It's 8-12. 8-12. Lamelo brings it down the court. Gets it to Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier to Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges throws this ball to P.J. Washington, and another turnover by the Hornets. Well, I thought it was a turnover.
Look at Lamelo right here. The little head fake. Didn't even have to use the ball, and it froze the defense.
Lamelo is holding the back of his leg like he may have pulled something. I don't know exactly what happened. Miles Bridges for 3. It's good. Hornets keep the lead. It is 8-15 right now. Sochan with the ball for San Antonio. The give and go is to, I think this is going to be Sam Penning. Sam Penning can't hang on to it.
Hornets have taken 3 2-point shots.
8:04 left in the first quarter. Hornets are 15 points away from 30, which I say is a good mark. If you can score 30 points per quarter in the association, you can win. Terry Rozier hanging onto the ball. He's being trapped, and that ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by San Antonio. They're not going to let Terry Rozier get warmed up, I see. One person in the chat, thank you for being here. Lamelo Ball seems to be no worse from the wear, still out there. Seems to be bouncing a little bit better. Brandon Miller for 3. Brandon Miller hits another 3. And the score is 8-18, 10-point lead. Sam Penning from the corner gets 3 back, right back. Hornets gonna have to play some defense. Lamelo Ball gets his ball to. Oh, another turnover by the Hornets. Bad pass by P.J. Washington. Collins throws it up high to Sochan. Sochan gets it, kicks it out. 3-point shot by Vassell. Off the mark, rebound. Bridges. He drops it off to Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier is blocked by Sochan. Sochan puts it on the floor himself, takes it out, kicks it out to Vassell. Vassell drives. Wide open 3. Sam Penning. It's short. Rebound, Brandon Miller. 11-18, 6:38 on the clock.
Both sides playing games tomorrow.
Brandon Miller throws it away. The Hornets are just throwing the ball away. We'll check. We'll get a chance to see how many turnovers they have, but they have several. I'll say at least 5, so give me 2 more and we'll say several. Now there it is on the television right there on the screen, 4 turnovers. But the Hornets turnovers, if you ask me, have been unforced.
Just 1 foul was committed by Zach Collins.
Vassell hands it to Collins, back to Vassell. He gets Terry in the lane. He says, hey, I'm bigger than he is. Misses it. Brandon Miller with the rebound. He wants to go coast to coast, and he does. High off the glass, fouled on the play. I'll say one thing about Brandon Miller. When he gets hurt, he may miss a game, but then, you know, he's right back. He's one of those young guys. They heal quickly.
Johnson is going to come into the game. Johnson good enough to start, no doubt.
Calvin Johnson coming off the bench. He was the guy that fouled Brandon Miller in the last game when Brandon Miller was going up for a dunk. The young man came down on his hip.
So Calvin Johnson comes in for Zach Collins.
Let's see if they say anything about it.
Antonio, like the Hornets, will be playing without a true center.
And Martin back in the game.
Last week before he found his first jump
Had a little injury last week. And I will say that's one thing about the Hornets that has hurt them in the last couple of years. Just a lot of injuries, but that's not the only thing. Sochan with the ball for San Antonio. Get to Vassell. Vassell back to Vassell. They find Champagnie. He drives the baseline. Nice dunk. Nice dunk by Sochan off the dime from Champagnie. Brandon Miller brings down. Gets to Cody Martin. Cody Martin back to Brandon at the top. Brandon Miller hands this to Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges. Cody Martin turns down the three. Still dribbling the ball. Step back. Jumper is off the mark. But the Hornets are able to get the rebound. And Brandon Miller is fouled. And a one. And Brandon Miller carrying the Hornets right now with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. Good tip by P.J. Washington.
Brandon getting his comeuppance on the guy who knocked him out of the game a week ago. Calvin Johnson. Sorry. Take that.
And they do mention it. Brandon Miller
Three-point play for Brandon.
with the jump shot, with the old-fashioned three, and up the court quickly, San Antonio. Trey Jones misses the layup. Brandon Miller dribbling, doesn't see Trey Jones behind him. Nobody told him. Trey Jones layup hit this time.
Brandon's got to feel that.
The Hornets get it in quick to Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier to the basket. Layup is good. San Antonio gets it in quickly. Jones handling the ball up top. Gets it to Vassell on the right side. He swings it to the corner. Sochan with the ball. Crossover, spin move, elbow shot is off the mark. Rebound, Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier is trying to get up the left side. Slows it down a bit. Gets it over to Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges goes strong to the basket. The low hook shot is good. 26-15 is the score. Hornets in the lead. Three-point shot is missed. I think that was by Jackson. Hands that ball to Miles Bridges. Miller stops behind the three-point line. Long three. Ball is tipped around. San Antonio comes out with it. Sochan now with the ball, being guarded by Cody Martin. He hands it off to Johnson. Layup is good. And a timeout. I think this is by the Hornets. And it is by the Hornets. Hornets in the lead right now.
A little handle, a little DHO, and Johnson fight.
Hornets in the lead right now, and we have a timeout. So since we have a timeout, let's take a timeout. For San Antonio, Collins has 2 points. Champagnie 3. Sochan and Jones both have 4 points. Vassell has 2, and off the bench, Johnson has 2. For the Hornets, Washington, P.J. Washington, 5 points. Miller has 10. Miles Bridges with 5 points. LaMelo Ball, 2. Rozier with 4. Now, LaMelo Ball, I don't know exactly what happened to him. Came up a little bit not gingerly, but he was limping a little bit. You could tell on his face there was something bothering him. But he stayed out there and played through it. But, ladies and gentlemen, Hornets fans, you know, we have a tendency, we're injury prone. We are straight injury prone in Charlotte. So who knows? LaMelo may be out the rest of the game. Not sure, but he could be out the rest of the game. Yeah, if you look at the Southeast standings, Charlotte has only won 8 games. No, we're done. We're done. There's no way we're going to get to the playoffs this year. And in the last game, this is with Wembanyama. The Hornets were blown out by the Spurs, 99-135. Whew.
Happy Friday night, everybody. Back home. Yeah, it is. Get a good meal today, get ready for the game. Oh, the best.
All right, full court man-to-man is the defense that San Antonio starts in. Terry Rozier brings it across the timeline, hands that to Miles Bridges, dead center at the top. He drives the basket and threw it way high off the glass. It is tipped back to Cody. Cody gets it to Miles. Miles finds Terry Rozier, and Terry Rozier misses the 3. Vassell comes out of there with the rebound, gets it to Johnson. Johnson strong to the basket, left-hand layup, or left side layup is good over Miles Bridges. Scores now 19-26. Nick Smith Jr. in the game, gets it to Terry Rozier for 3. Terry can't hit it. Another rebound by San Antonio. Up the right side is Vassell. Vassell crossover dribble. Strong bounce pass to Johnson, and he hits a 3. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the lead is erased. It is 22-26. Wembanyama is in the building. Terry Rozier drives short, but he tips his own miss, his own rebound in, and the Hornets extend that lead just a little bit, 22-28, 2 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock. And that ball is going to be deflected out of bounds by the Hornets.
San Antonio ball.
All right. LaMelo Ball comes back into the game with a little less than a little bit more than 2 minutes on the clock, 2:14 to be exact. Oh, this guy did a pretty good job against us too.
There you go.
Cody Martin guarding the big guy, loses the ball on the way up. Hornets save it to LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball finds. Whoa. LaMelo Ball found, I think there was Miles Bridges up the court. Cody Martin followed the rebound. He missed it. And the passer, which was LaMelo Ball, continued down the court and put it in. Johnson for 3. Off the bench, he has what's that? That is 6, 7, 8 points. Quick 8 points off the bench. Who's guarding that man?
10 points in 4 minutes.
LaMelo Ball picks up his dribble, gets it to Nick Smith Jr. He finds Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges pulls up behind the 3-point line, misses. Rebound San Antonio. Johnson dumps it off. And it is good. 27-30 is the score. 1 minute on the clock. LaMelo Ball hesitates. He throws a bad pass. It's deflected out of bounds back to the Hornets. 3 guys around him. Somebody's got to get open. All the Hornets stand behind the 3-point line, watching LaMelo Ball dribble all the way down to the free throw line. Pass by LaMelo to Miles Bridges is good. And a slight lead by the Hornets, 32-27. Johnson takes another 3-point shot. He hits another 3-point shot. And this this is the thing. I know what some people are saying. They're looking at this game, probably looking at the Hornets for the first time or whatever, and saying, why are they not guarding that guy? This is what the Hornets do. This is what the Hornets do. If there's a guy that's hot, for some reason, the Hornets cannot figure out a way to guard him. And just like that, it's just tied up, ladies and gentlemen.
17 points off the Spurs.
Off the missed shot, Spurs right down the court. No defensive balance, and they score. 18 seconds on the clock. Both teams, 32 points. Lamelo hangs onto the ball, so
Defensive 3 seconds. Oh, this is good news for the Hornets. So the Hornets are going to get a free throw.
He took the last shot, but he took the shot, scored, but that point is not going to count. Defensive 3-second call, so the Hornets get the shooting. It's going to be Lamelo at the line by itself. Can he hit it? Ball's up, and he misses it. 85% free throw shooter.
This is the second time in half of the season the Hornets have missed a technical free throw. The Hornets are now 24 of 26 shooting technicals. That's the first miss for Lamelo.
Nate Smith Jr. to throw the ball in. Can we get it in? Sometimes the Hornets just make bad passes on this play right here. 9 seconds. Shot clock is off. Screen set by Mensah. Lamelo turned it down. 3 seconds. He's going to have to pull. He shoots it, and he scores. Lamelo by himself. And the Hornets in the first quarter with a 2-point lead. And some people would say, well, hey, you should be happy about that. Well, yeah, we are. We're happy we've got a lead, but but if you what if you knew that the Hornets Hornets had at least a 12-point lead? And we'll check that out in a minute just to be sure. All right, but I'm pretty sure it was about a 12-point lead, and it has dwindled all the way down to 2 right now. All right, here we go. 32-34 is your score. There it is, right there. And let's take a look. Let's take a look at the team stats. All right, Hornets shooting 58%. San Antonio 60.9. There's your 3-point shooting right there. Exactly the same for both teams. 3 free throw shooting. 2 of 4 for the Hornets. That's only 50% rebounding. Hornets out rebounding the Spurs right now by 4, 8-12. Assists have gone to the San Antonio Spurs, and that's what they do. That's what they've predicated their offense on for years, moving the ball around. So they already have 12 assists. There's your steals, your blocks. Turnovers. Hornets have 5 turnovers. 4 of those turnovers are unforced, just lackadaisical passing. And that gives the opposing team that many more chances to score. The largest lead by the Hornets has been 11. That has been erased.
North Carolina Sportscaster of the Year. And I'm telling you what, look at that.
Go and find a better picture, but that's okay. Thanks, partner.
Oh, that's good stuff, man. I got one question. What took them so long? What are you doing?
All right, the Hornets start off the second quarter with the ball. Lamelo ball gets it to P.J. Washington. High off the glass, he misses it. Rebound, Johnson.
I love the way we get a chance to work together.
Johnson drops this off to Collins. Collins hands it off. Good left-hand layup by the big guy. And P.J. Washington, which is something he does a lot, lackadaisical passing, almost stolen. Nick Smith Jr. gets the ball in the corner. A three-point shot is good. These unforced turnovers are crazy. Collins hands this off. They get it down to Collins, and Collins is going to be fouled by Lamelo. All right, let's see.
You know what you're going to get when you get a Curry at the free throw line. Well, folks, what do you get when you get a Collins at the free throw line? I'll tell you, my college days, you would have got 10 out of 11. You're a
all right, Collins at the line. Osman, Johnson,
Collins, what do you got?
Barnum,
All right.
Barham.
Making me proud. No relation.
Branham, and Wesley on the court right now for the Spurs.
Just one time, we're allowing you to make a free throw and smile about it. Collins got a good head of hair on him. Oh, no!
And he misses one.
Disgrace. Shame on the name. Our Hornets will take it. 2-point lead.
35-37 is the score.
Zach Collins actually guarding P.J. Washington.
Lamelo Ball to the basket. A foul is going to be called. I think it's going to be on Brenham. Well, maybe that was not Brenham. We'll get his name right. That might be Wesley. Melo Ball says, hey, let's reset. Wipe that ball off. Ball on the line. 10 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter. He hits it. So number 22 is Branham. And I think you've got Wesley at the top. I mean, Wesley's the other big guy. 35-38 Hornets. Lamelo hits both of his free throws. Johnson takes the ball out.
Good start for Lamelo.
Bring the ball to the court. Must be Wesley.
From behind the three-point line.
Brandon gives the ball to Collins. He skip passes it over to Wesley to the basket. Left hand layup is no good. Rebound Miller. He gets it out to Melo. Turn down the three. Got it to Mesa. Now he takes a longer three. That's short. Rebound. Nick Smith Jr. Fake the skip pass. Now he brings it out, sets it up. Crossover dribble. Step through. Kicks it back to Miller for three. It's off the mark. Rebound. It's going to go to Brenham. Now Johnson with the ball. Hadn't heard anything from him lately, but he goes straight to the basket. He is too big and too strong for whoever steps up on him. The Hornets still lead by 2, though. Lamelo Ball finds P.J. Washington. He goes strong. Reverse layup is no good, but he's fouled on the play. He'll go to the line. 9 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock. Hornets, 34 points at the end of the first quarter. They have scored 5 points since then. San Antonio had 32. They have also scored 5 points. P.J. Washington can push his lead just a little further, and he does, making the first.
Spectrum Center tomorrow night. Limited tickets remain. Hurry and secure yours now by visiting Hornets.com by calling 704 Hornets.
Guarantee you, the thing that got Keldon Johnson to buy in is he said your minutes won't change. In fact, he leads the Spurs team 30
and
so
P.J. Washington hits both. Moves the score up just a bit for the Hornets.
And he's playing at the end of games, too. There you go.
Jones.
Johnson tries to find Brandon.
It's to Collins. Collins gonna back down Mesa. Mesa playing decent defense. Collins misses, and a rebound. It's going to be called on LaMelo Ball. see right here.
Melo's got the left-handed tangle. He hooked him, then he pushed him. Yep, they got away with the hook.
Yeah, well, they should have let that go. Neither one of them were actually in that play. All right, ball is triggered in. Jones has it. Left-hand side goes up, misses. Rebound, P.J. Washington. Lamelo brings it up the right side. Finds Mesa, who can't shoot that. Excuse me, that's Thor who can't shoot that shot. Now Lamelo has it in his spot. He'll pull it. Kicks it out to Miller. Miller for three is good. And the young man can shoot. 8 minutes and 50 seconds. I know a lot of the Hornets, especially me, we are glad that we did not decide to draft Scoot Henderson. Now, Scoot Henderson might end up being a could he? I mean, I've heard his name mentioned in generational talent. Is Scoot Henderson a generational talent? I mean, for the NBA. Is he? And he could be. But I think we made a good decision finally in the Hornets camp, picking Brandon Miller, because somebody talked about the fit. You know, that was the difference. Can the Hornets do the Hornets need a fit, or do we need a generational talent? All right. Well, you know, I guess what they could have said, the Hornets could have said was, hey, we've got a generational talent in the 6'7" LaMelo Ball. What we need now is a fit. So we'll take Brandon Miller. Hey. And right now it has paid off as far as, you know, a decent player, you say a good player. A good player. It has worked out so far, if you ask me. So, with this group we have, like, nothing is going to change. We have got it, like Sam Drac said. I don't know if you guys seen Sam Dracula's last video, but it is good. Go check it out. He talks about, you know, Hornets making trades and what they should do, and he is exactly right. This group we have right now is not going to get any better. We can hang on to this group next year or whatever, and I don't know what it is. I do know what it is, because last year I would, you know, last couple of years I'm like, hey, hang on to these guys. If we get well, we'll be decent, and it's just not working. It's just not working. So we gotta break it up. We have got to break this group up and get some more blood in there. Get some different players in there. We just have to. And right now I say build around. Of course you're not gonna get rid of Melo. All right, but let's build around LaMelo and Brandon Miller. Okay, for me, everybody else is expendable. Now, I love Mark Williams. He's hurt right now, but yeah, everybody else is expendable. What can we do with those? How can we build around those two guys? All right, we're back again. Hornets leading 44-37, a turnover by San Antonio. LaMelo walks it across the timeline. He goes to his right side. Gets that back to Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller not ready to shoot three. Hands it to Melo. Melo stops at the free throw line. Shoots over to Jones because he's taller than that guy is. And it's good. 37-46 Jones. Backdoor cut to Champagny. He's fouled by LaMelo. LaMelo, that's going to be three, buddy. That's three. You're going to have to get him out of there, right, Coach?
LaMelo right here.
Good reach that time. The reach on the baseline was not as good. He is going to be fouled on the play. There's going to be a foul. LaMelo's going to have to come out of the game. They should take him out of the game. I think he has 3 fouls. Yeah, he does take him out, so Without Lamelo, the Hornets are going to have to see if they can hold off the San Antonio Spurs. Sochan, deep in the lane, kicks it out to Champagne for three. He's off the mark. Good box out by Mesa. Rebound, Terry Rozier. It is Terry time now. 7 minutes and 47 seconds on the clock. But they have shown that they're not going to let Terry have anything easy. Martin pulls up, misses. Ball almost stolen. Sochan comes up with the pass. He kicks it. Jumper, elbow jumper is good by Barlow. Barlow looks like a basketball player that plays for the Asheboro Comets. I cannot remember that kid's name, but Terry Rozier with another bad pass and a turnover. Champagne to the basket. Layup is good. And after every turnover, San Antonio's been able to capitalize. And the Hornets are just turning the ball over again. Unforced errors. Skip pass. Cody Martin. Bad pass down at Mensah's leg. Mensah can't handle it. Out of bounds on Mensah. You got to give that ball straight to Mensah. He is not very good at ball handling. But that was not a good pass. 41-46. Once again, the Hornets are missing opportunities because they are turning the ball over. I think this is at least 6 turnovers. Vasil turns it over himself. And that goes over to the Hornets. 6 minutes and 35 seconds. 6:35 on the clock. Terry Rozier brings the ball down the court. I think Terry Rozier has 2 points. He gets it over to Cody Martin. Terry Rozier, the floater is good. Speak of the devil. And he will appear. Sochan is a scorer right down to the lane, deep into the lane, and he scores. 43-48. Terry Rozier behind the 3-point line, and Terry may be heating up. That's 2 in a row. 5 minutes and 49 seconds on the clock. Can the Hornets score 60 points before the second half, or the first half is over? Nice give and go. Sochan's shot is blocked by Mensah. Nick Smith Jr. picks up the dribble, gets it to Terry. Terry steps to the side. Another three that's going to be off. Rebound, San Antonio. Sochan kicks it out. It's going to be Champagne. Champagne gets it to Vasil. Rebound by Burrow, but is that Burrow or Barton? It turns out to be a 2-point shot for San Antonio. 45-51. Miles Bridges goes strong to the basket. Layup is good. Stop complaining. Get down the court. It's about time you done something. Dang. Just play. Champagne zips that ball down on the baseline. And that's Barlow for another 2. Can the Hornets play any defense? Miles Bridges strong to the basket again. Layup is good. Looks at the ref again. Stop complaining and let's play. Stop complaining. Let's play.
Every Hornets starter has double figures with the exception of P.J. Washington's got 7.
With both teams' centers, main centers out of the game. They're attacking each other in the paint. Hornets 28. No, they're 55 in the paint. Spurs have 30 and 47.
3 people in the chat. What's going on, everybody? Here you go. Thank you for being here. Johnson gives that ball to Brenham. Excuse me, guys. That's Wesley. Wesley with the shot. The Hornets take it out. This is Terry Rozier bringing it across the timeline. Screen set by P.J. Washington. Terry, go ahead and pass the ball. Give these guys a chance. Miles Bridges strong to the basket. Foul was not called. Johnson kicks it. Wesley for another jumper, no good, but a rebound and one by Sohan. 49-55 is the score. Two of the bottom feeders going at it tonight. Barlow looks better for Collins. Barlow. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Hey, listen. I haven't watched these guys a whole lot. First time I watched Collins and Barlow was last Friday when they beat the Hornets. Dang, ref. Let's go. He didn't fall by himself. Lamelo Ball bringing the ball up the court. Feet are, I don't know. He tripped up and the ball goes out of bounds, so it goes back to San Antonio. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a good question. Let me watch these guys. Collins takes a jumper. He misses it. But I would probably go Barlow. Good dump off by Lamelo. I think that might have been a lost ball, but Johnny on the spot is Bridges for the lay-in. The Hornets keep a stiff arm. Vassell to the basket. He's going to be pushed from behind. I say Vassell, but Vassell is probably the better pronunciation.
Just like a pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Barlow. Now I'm gonna keep an eye on these guys tonight and see if I change my mind, because Collins gets the start. He has scored. We'll take a look at the box scores here in a minute. But I don't know. It looks like Barlow has come in and done just a little bit more. Vassell on the line misses. 1 of 2. Brandon Miller with the rebound. Lamelo Ball with the ball, going crazy to the basket. Foul is called. I don't know how many of you have checked out Lamelo Ball for his first 3 years in the league, but now this year it seems like he's getting a few more calls because he never gets a call. Like Lamelo never gets a call. All right, so we go to another timeout, and the Hornets have a slight lead over San Antonio.
Will have an amazing second half.
We do understand, ladies and gentlemen, this is without Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio. Collins has 3 points. He has 3 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Champagning 7 points. Sohan 8 points. Jones, that's Trey Jones, I think is his name, and his older brother. His name is Tyus Jones. These Duke boys. Vassell has 3 points. Off the bench, Barlow has 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Osmond with 2. Johnson off the bench, 15 points, and then Wesley with 4. Like I said, Collins with the start, and probably you don't want to think that this is the biggest reason, but it could be the size. Collins 6'11", 250. Then you have Barlow. Who was 6'9", 215. Gosh, looks just like this little high school player that plays at the high school around here. I can't remember. I can't even remember his name. Or the high school player looks like him. All right, for the Hornets, P.J. Washington, 7 points. Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges both have 13 points. Miller has 7 rebounds. Miles Bridges has 3. Let's go do some work, Miles. Lamelo Ball, 10 points. Rozier has 11. And the bench have scored every bit of 3 points. Thor, Martin, Mensah, and Smith. That's the other thing that hurts the Hornets. No bench at all. Especially with all the guys that are hurt.
At the free throw line, and we've got free throws coming for Lamelo, who I think forgot.
All right, Lamelo.
He was the guy shooting the free throws.
Lamelo is going to be at the free throw line.
He's chilling on the wing, and then was reminded, it's your ball, partner. He's got 2. Missed a technical free throw in our first quarter. Still chapped about that. And he's probably decided not to miss another free throw in the month of December. Oh, what, January?
It is. Calvin's turn.
Yeah. Lamelo had a streak of 20 consecutive free throws that ended with a clank on Wednesday down in New Orleans. All right, so Wesley in the game running the point for San Antonio. Sohan Collins, Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell running together. No Victor Wembanyama being rested by San Antonio. We've got a game tomorrow and he can't play consecutive games. Coming back from an ankle injury.
Jumper by Vassell is good.
15 3-pointers before hitting that one.
Another level when that ball goes through right.
All right, so that pulls the San Antonio Spurs to within 4. Miles Bridges, good move and finishes at the rim. Gets the 2 back, 61-55 is the score. Johnson down the court. Ball is going to be out of bounds off of Miles Bridges, who hits the ground to try to save that one. Nice move.
And I've got a live dribble. Half a back to the basket, hang softly off the window.
Could have been a tight end in a different life.
Ice ball is going to be San Antonio's under their basket. 2 minutes and 2 seconds left. The Hornets did score 60 points, so that is at least 30 points per quarter so far. Looking pretty good. San Antonio with 55. Can the Hornets play a little defense right here? Ball's in. It's going to be Collins. He hands it off to Wesley, I think is his name. Vassell kicks it. Wesley pulls up short in the lane, and that ball is going to be interfered with by the Hornets, and we give them 2 points. May have come off the rim. 57-61 is the score. Little under a minute, and Terry Rozier walks it across the timeline. Terry Rozier to his left, being double teamed, gets it to Miles Bridges. Miles gets it to Brandon Miller in the corner. Now Terry Rozier, step back 3. That's off the mark. Rebound, Vassell. Vassell up the right side, slows down momentarily, hands it to Collins, back to Vassell. Vassell being guarded by Terry Rozier. Now Collins gets it over to Johnson. Johnson gets to the free throw line and deeper. He is going to draw a foul on P.J. Washington. And with 1 minute and 19 seconds on the clock, 79 seconds left on the clock, looks like the Spurs may end up tying this up just like they did at the end of the first quarter. Johnson on the line. Oh, misses the first.
The redesigned 2024 Volkswagen Atlas has room for...
All right, can you do it again? Can you do it again?
Tell them I sent you.
My favorite. Yeah, I think it was Ashley's little...
And he hits the second one.
Oh, you did there? Are you there? Ashley, we missed you. Oh. Folks, if you're just joining us, no Ashley.
Lamelo Ball off the court, so Terry Rozier has to be the point guard. He brings it up, hands that to Brandon Miller. It's 14 seconds on the shot clock. Brandon Miller drives, shoots a short elbow shot, and that goes in for him. Nice follow. Way to follow your shot also there, rookie. 58-63 is the score. 55 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be Wesley. Wesley kicks it out to Johnson. Long three is off the mark. Rebound, Terry Rozier. And will the Hornets go for two? They get it to Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges loses it. Almost traveled. Throws it off of a San Antonio Spurs. Probably was Collins. So 17 seconds left on the shot clock for the Hornets. They spread this one out.
Didn't even flinch. Tough guy.
Mensah already open over there. They get it to Terry in that corner. Terry comes out, being guarded way out by Collins. They get it to Mensah. Mensah off the glass. They heating. His shots just won't fall. That's exactly where you wanted to shoot that, right off the glass. Carolina, the Hornets, that was their 2-for-1 right there.
Difference in game clock and shot clock is 7 seconds.
Vassell being guarded by Miller. He comes off. Vassell pulls up. The jumper is off. Terry Rozier with the rebound. 5 seconds to shoot. Terry passes it. Miles Bridges. Good if it goes. Bank shot is good. That's 3 for the Hornets. Needed that one. Hey, it was lucky, but we'll take it. Yeah, he almost dribbled too many times there. He almost ran out of time, but just does get it out of his hands. Bank shot is good, and no matter what, no matter how it goes through, it's good. That is the first half, ladies and gentlemen. That's the first half. Thank you all for being here. You 3 to 4 people who have stopped by. I appreciate it. All right, the Hornets outscore the San Antonio Spurs without Victor Wembanyama, 66-58. Hornets outscore the Spurs by 2 in the first quarter, and in the second quarter it was at 26. That's 4 by 6 points in the second quarter. Leading scorers for San Antonio have been a bench player. That's Calvin Johnson with 16, Sohan with 8 points, and Sam Penny with 7. Leading rebounder for the Spurs, Vassell. For the Charlotte Hornets, 4 players in double figures. Miles Bridges leading the group with 18. Brandon Miller with 15. Lamelo Ball has 12, and Terry Rozier with 11 points. Leading rebounder is Brandon Miller with 7. Team stats look a little something like this. Hit it. Charlotte Hornets, 58% from the floor, and the Spurs, 55% three-point shooting. Hornets have hit 8. They're 8 of 15 for 53%. And the Spurs are 5 of 13 for 38.5. Free throw shooting, Hornets, 80%. They're 8 of 10, while the Spurs are 42.9%. They are 3 of 7. Rebounding goes to the Hornets, 23-18. Assists go to the Spurs, 20-14. There's your blocks, your steals. Turnovers. The Hornets can't stop passing the ball to the Spurs. They have 8 turnovers, 8-6 turnovers right there. Fast break baskets go to San Antonio because as soon as the Hornets score whatever, they push the ball. Points in the paint also goes to San Antonio. The San Antonio Spurs have not led in this game. The largest lead by the Hornets has been 11. right. With that said, my prediction. Well, I hope you know what the prediction on this. If I go with my feelings, my true feelings, I think the Hornets will blow this, and they will be defeated by 8 points, which means the Spurs will win this one by 8 points. Both teams seem to be scoring the ball on each other, so I would say if I want to make a prediction on this game, I will say that the score is going to be 112 this time. It'll be 112. What was that? 96. 94. All right, Hornets 94 and San Antonio 112. That's going to be my prediction. I think the Hornets have what it takes. They have the skill. I think they have more skill on the court right now overall, but they will figure out a way not to play together and win this game. They're relying on individuals. That's why San Antonio has more assists than the Hornets do right now. And then defense. Yeah, defense. The lack of defense for the Hornets. But with that said, I really think the few people who have come here today, thank you guys for hitting that like button. We'll check that and see exactly how many more likes have been put on that have been given. Okay, still 2 likes. I appreciate it. Thankful for all the 42 views that I have in the one consistent viewer. And we'll be right back for the second half. So hang in there.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. 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 Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. All right, we're back for the second half. Let's see if these Hornets can get it together and win their 9th game. Maybe we can end up with double figure wins before the end of the season. Like I said before, I'm pretty sure the Hornets will not make it to postseason once again. 2 years ago, as you can say, 3 years ago, those 2 years we had a decent season, was able to get to the play-in game, ended up getting ousted. All right, and in that play-in game, what's so bad about that? The play-in games, what's so bad about that is you get to play basically 2. If you lose the first one, then you get to play a second. Yeah, you get to play a second. And the Hornets were not able to win either of those either year. 2 years in a row, couldn't make it to the playoffs because we couldn't get into the play-in game. And last year was a bust, just terrible. And also hoping that some of our draft picks in that year would have turned out better. Like Book Knight, he's just been a he's been a disappointment. I don't know what we could get for him because the Hornets are not even playing him. But I'm pretty sure they're ready to part ways with him. But this year's draft, I think we did pretty good. We did darn good to get Miller, to get Nick Smith Jr. Yeah, pretty darn good. The year before that, to get Mark Williams, it was a good pick. But I keep saying this, we had Duren, and if you ask me, I think we could have got Duren and Williams. Get rid of the ball, Terry. All right, so we're back.
Terry Rozier over to Lamelo, and now even strength. Half-court basketball.
All right, P.J. Washington drives, kicks it, extra pass. Hornets may be passing the ball too much, and they end up and pass the ball right to San Antonio. Champagne in the corner. He pulls a three anyway, shoots it all the way over the rim, and the Hornets come out with the ball. Terry Rozier hands it to Miles. Melo ball, thought about the three, turns it down, gave it to Miles. Now Miles gets deep into the lane, turns around, off his shoulder, misses. Melo tried to tap it back. He is on the floor right now. Sohan gives it up to Collins. Collins drives. And a charge foul is going to be called against Collins. Miles Bridges with the charge. He is going. Miles Bridges draws the charge, and the Hornets have the ball now. Melo brings it up the court.
San Antonio playing without Victor Wembanyama, who fit at the center spot to begin with.
P.J. Washington with a short push shot, gets his own rebound, goes up strong this time and slams it through.
He wanted that first one back. He got it back. He knew what to do with it.
3-point shot by Vassell, and it's good.
He had clanked 15 in a row. He won in the second quarter. Now he's at 2 in a row.
Yeah, he's a 35% shooter from three.
61-68 is the score. Terry Rozier brings it down. Finds Brandon Miller with the jump shot off the mark. Rebound, San Antonio. I don't know why I find it so hard to call play-by-play with San Antonio. Collins drives, he scores. Washington gets it in, they get it up the sideline to Terry Rozier on the right side. Terry Rozier finds P.J. Washington, he pulls a three shot. And that 3-point shot goes in, and the Hornets keep a stiff arm lead, 71-63. Jones at the elbow, kicks it to Sohan. Sohan drives down the middle of the lane. Off-balance shot, missed, but Collins gets the rebound. And Collins misses, but gets the rebound again, and a foul is going to be called on PJ.
So Zach Collins to the line. A lot of pressure for a guy named Collins shooting free throws. You put it all over it.
All right, like I said a few minutes ago, the San Antonio Spurs have not led in this game so far. The Hornets came out and had a pretty big lead. They led by 11 points at one point in this game, and the San Antonio Spurs have come all the way back to tie it, but they have not taken the lead. Collins misses his first. Collins misses both. Rebound by P.J. Washington. Lamelo Ball now bringing it up the court against Jones. Gets to the Terry Rozier on the right side. Screen set by Washington. Terry Rozier gets it back to Washington. Back to Terry Rozier. Elbow and further. He throws it up. Washington with the left hand, on the right side with the right hand hook shot is good for the Hornets. It's a 10-point lead, 63-73. San Antonio gets it all the way down to Collins. Collins on that block, being guarded by P.J. Washington. P.J. reaching now. Collins draws a foul on P.J.
They'll get a chance to maybe get some max salad at the next reunion.
All right, so little strong move there by Collins. Might be why he's getting the starting spot.
Normally 79% down. Yeah, he's sure.
Collins on the line again. He gets the first. Two votes. Do you think the Hornets will win tonight?
These are big time minutes from Mensah and the Hornets right now. Zach Collins trying to throw his weight around. Mensah will be tested.
Collins hits his free throw.
I'm here to tell you, they are always mentally focused.
65-73, LaMelo Ball. Hadn't scored in recent minutes. Screen set by Mensah. He gets it to Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller, bounce pass by LaMelo. Brandon Miller goes up strong. Shot block, he gets his own rebound, shoots from behind the backboard, and a shot clock violation is going to be called. Man, I think a lot of these plays just go to one guy. You know what I'm saying? It's like an ISO, and then when they see that they can't score for the Hornets, they just get rid of the ball. They give it to whoever's open, and now everybody else is standing around. There's no cuts or nothing. Man, I hate this offense. All right, Lascelles with the ball, being guarded by Terry. Three-point shot by Collins, off the mark. Rebound, Bridges. Up the right side, needs to pass the ball, doesn't, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds.
He was forced out of bounds by Lascelles.
Dribble out of the double team, basically the wrong way, and ran out of real estate there on the baseline. Now Miller is going to be taking the ball out of bounds. Hornets look like they're focusing on getting the ball to one guy again. Didn't go to Melo, so they had to get it to Miles. Melo gets it to Miles. Quick pass over to Terry Rozier. Open three is off the mark. Rebound, Mensah cannot hang on to a ball. He cannot. His hands are terrible. Collins straight to the basket. Layup is good. Mensah, ball in his hands, and he cannot squeeze it. I've been holding off for saying that for a few games, but it is true. He cannot hang on to the ball. It was like Nick Richards did when Nick Richards about 2 years ago. He can get his hands on the ball, but he cannot grab the rebound. Jones, almost a bad pass, but he gets it back. 76-73, 7 minutes and 28 seconds left. This ball, look, once again, Mensah, that ball was his. Terry Rozier, layup is missed. But I tell you what, Brandon Miller, Johnny on the spot, falls in and slams it through. Like I said, right there, that ball, Mensah, ball was knocked right into his hands. He could not hang on to it.
You normally would. Terry with the reach around, poke away. Don't assume your teammate's going to make a layup.
Right there, couldn't hang on to it. Like, wow, bro. Come on now. I don't know. He may be going through something, because you got to believe if you make it this far in your basketball life that you've handled the ball several times. You've handled the ball before, so I can't say that he can't handle the ball here. Hasn't been able to handle the ball. Maybe Mensah is going through something. Right, because right now he cannot squeeze that ball to save his life. Two-hand rebound, and he loses it. That ball right there on the last time he touched it was knocked into his hands by Terry, and he fumbled the ball. He fumbled the bag. Luckily, LaMelo was there. All right, 2 people have voted. And let's see.
quarter. Time to raise the roof. Brought to you by Guy Roofing.
Hey, look at Terry. The poke away, and Lamelo doesn't get an assist, but he gets a good pass from Terry because it leads to that.
All right, so we are split with the poll there. One person
Right on the money, threw him open.
thinks yes, the Hornets will win. The other, no, the Hornets will not win.
It gets too easy.
And right now,
That is hard.
if you go traditionally with the Hornets, they do not win these types of games.
That is cool stuff from Lamelo.
Yeah, that's stuff you cannot teach. You either have it or you don't.
Oh, by the way, that last bucket defeated.
Layup by Champagning is good.
He's now got 9 rebounds, a new career high, with a whole bunch of game to play. Champagne with a bucket.
Lamelo brings it down on the right side. Hasn't passed the ball yet. Finds Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier gets to the free throw line. Back to Lamelo. Looks like a two-man game because Miller has to shoot it. Misses it. Rebound Collins. Gets it out to Sohan on the left side of the court. Sohan. Skip pass. Over to Vassell for three. It's good.
That's a tough shot. Pass across the floor, and if he hadn't thrown it,
72-65, and Terry Rozier finds his way to the basket to extend the lead just a little bit. Sohan quickly down the court. He goes and turns the corner. Foul's going to be on the floor, though.
Called on Lamelo Ball.
Terry's not having to shoot.
Dang, Terry, Lamelo, how many fouls do you have there, brother?
Crosses over, gets past Collins, and no resistance when he gets to the rim.
LaMelo Ball has 3. That's going to be 4 fouls right there, if I'm not mistaken.
Playing time. It's his 3rd foul. Steve Clifford's going to take him out of the game. So Lamelo leaves. Brandon Miller leaves. Nick Smith Jr. and Cody Martin both come into the game.
All right, 2 scores go out of the game for the Hornets. 72-77 is the score. Sohan
Sohan. This kid's really athletic.
looking for a pass. He gets to the Vassell. Vassell to the basket. Kicks it. Barlow for 3. It is good.
Which one? Yeah, I didn't know Vassell had that kind of vision. Hung in the air, and he threw it with a left
75, another 2-point lead by the Hornets. Terry Rozier gets it to Nick Smith Jr. Miles Bridges. Crossover, right, left hand layup is good. And Sohan is going to be called for the foul. So far, every time the San Antonio Spurs get close, the Hornets are just enough to pull away, find a way to score. A good move by Miles Bridges. Let's see if the Hornets can keep this lead until these scorers or the starters get back in the game. LaMelo Ball out of this game right now. He has 3 fouls. Coach don't want him to get that 4th foul before the 4th quarter. 5 minutes and 41 seconds left. And this is Wesley Vassell being turned away by by Miles Bridges. That was actually Terry Rozier. And now a rebound. Nick Smith Jr. gets it to Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier, we thought was going to get a little bit warm a few minutes ago. Gets it to Nick Smith Jr. Nick Smith Jr. spin move. Almost throws it away and does throw it away. It has just been several unforced errors, off passes by the Hornets to just turn the ball over. Now this is an extra possession for San Antonio, and the Hornets didn't even get a shot there. Vassell gets to the elbow, free throw line, pulls up, and it's good, of course. 77-80 is the score. 4 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock. Miles Bridges
He's always going to be ready. Doubt about that.
clears it, goes to the basket strong, off the glass too high. Mensah finally gets a rebound. Nick Smith Jr. floater is good. 4 minutes, 39 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The Hornets trying to hang on to a lead. Vassell with the ball, 14 seconds to score. Screen set by Barlow, I think. Long 3 by Vassell. Off the mark, no box out. But Cody Martin runs it down, steps through. Layup is good at the other end. 4 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock. Hornets may have weathered the storm. Layup is missed by San Antonio skip pass for Nick Smith Jr. Three-point shot is short. Sohan with the rebound. See right there, I thought maybe Nick Smith Jr. should have drove since people were out of position and just get an easy 2 points. Sohan, spin move in the lane. Shot too hard. He out rebounds or out hustles Miles Bridges. Gets over there to get the rebound. Miles is complaining about getting hit in the face.
Yeah, these two guys going at it.
Nah. It's going to be Spurs ball, 77-84.
Sure, he got hit.
I think he got hit.
Yeah.
No, he didn't get hit.
Phantom.
Wesley, Sohan by himself for three. He hits it. Tell you what, these boys they can shoot when they're open. And the Hornets can't widen that space between them and San Antonio. Terry Rozier behind the back, gets to the elbow, still dribbling, finally hands it to Miles with 8 seconds on the clock. Miles Bridges off his foot, turnover by the Hornets. Vassell with it. Down the lane goes Johnson for a layup, and it's another 2-point game.
Nice delivery there from the
Turnover after turnover after turnover by the Hornets. And every time it seems as though the San Antonio Spurs are able to get points off of it. This is why I have no faith in the Hornets winning this game tonight. All right, let's take a look at, I want to see how many turnovers we got. Let's go in detail. Let's see how many turnovers we got, and then let's see who's turning the ball over. All right, we go to the turnovers. The Hornets have 12 turnovers. That is 12 turnovers, ladies and gentlemen. 12 turnovers. The assist, 27-17, San Antonio. San Antonio shares the ball. They're moving the ball. The Hornets, they come down, they hold the ball. They hold the ball till there's like 8 seconds on the clock, nothing there. Then they want to pass it to someone, and now he's got to scramble to do something instead of running the daggone offense where the ball is moving, where bodies are moving. All right? Oh, it drives me crazy, and it's so simple to see that is something that they need, especially this team. All right, let's see who's turning the ball over. P.J. Washington has 1 turnover. Brandon Miller has 3 turnovers. Miles Bridges with 1. LaMelo Ball, 3 turnovers. Cody Martin has 1 turnover. My bad. Melo Ball has 2. Terry Rozier has 2. Miles Bridges with 1. Miller has 3. P.J. Washington has 1. Martin and Smith have 1 apiece. Bruh.
Regardless of where your ticket sits you, you're going to have a new experience.
Yep, upper level, suite level, club level, lower level.
All right, LaMelo Ball back in the game.
Everything's gonna
He's
change.
being guarded
On all levels.
by Johnson.
I love it.
Gets it across the timeline, hands it to Cody Martin. Mensah sets the screen. Cody Martin on the baseline. Gives it to LaMelo. Looks off a 3 and then takes the 3.
That's the first 3-point of the game for LaMelo Ball.
Wesley gets it to Sohan. Sohan. Turnover. Miles Bridges goes strong to the basket. Reverse junk is good. And the Hornets extend the lead. 89-82. Sohan with the ball. Wanting to take that baseline. I feel it coming. Wanting to take it. Screen set. Another turnover by Sohan. What will Cody do? Slow it down and run the play. Don't you shoot that ball, Melo. And he shoots it anyway. Mensa with a rebound. There you go. See, go to the basket. Let somebody follow you. There it is. Get 2 points. Lamelo is limping. Lamelo is hurt, ladies and gentlemen. I had to get him out of the game, bro.
Early out the midsection, grab his hip, his thigh.
I don't know what's wrong with him now.
Since that last time out, Hornets have
Johnson, strong to the basket. He's going to be fouled. And I think Lamelo is, he's going to have to come out of the game.
Bridges, after the deflection by Cody Martin, looks at the fans and says, watch this. There's Lamelo, always looking the other way, knowing what he wants to do with it.
Oh, Lamelo turned the ankle a little.
There you go. Dalton Johnson has been a friend of the Hornets this year.
Guys grimacing all over the court.
Lamelo turned his ankle a little bit there on that shot.
39, it's that time of year.
He may stay out there.
Grind it out, everybody.
Barlow with the ball. Hands at the Wesley. Wesley being guarded by Nick Smith Jr. Wesley, strong shot, and it's good. He draws the foul on the play.
Wesley does not normally score like this.
How do you get that off?
Wesley came in averaging 2 points per game.
Weather's going to be on the line. 91-84 is the score. We got a minute and 24 seconds left on the clock. 84 seconds left in the third quarter. The Hornets get it in. Lamelo, no worse from the wear. Being guarded by Wesley. Wesley all over him, making it hard. He gets it across the timeline. Wesley doing a lot of bumping. The ref finally calls a foul with a minute and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. 85-91. Hornets still in the lead. Have not relinquished the lead since the beginning of the game, but we just do not know. There's Victor Wembanyama on the bench. They've said they have not won a game this year without Victor in the game. LaMelo Ball finds Miles. Miles kicks it to Nick Smith Jr. Has to come out of the corner. They swing it to LaMelo. He shoots a three. That's good. Nine-point lead. Wesley probably come down and get two out of it.
20-point ball game from the wall.
Osman is blocked. Miles Bridges leaves it for Cody Martin. Cody Martin gets it to LaMelo Ball. Nick Richards, excuse me, not Nick Richards, Nick Smith Jr. misses the baseline jumper. Johnson brings it down. Hey, you better find McDermott. Find McDermott. Johnson takes the three. It's short, but rebound. Barlow gets it back to Johnson up the top. Cody Martin, Gordon, McDermott, Johnson. Strong drive. He misses. Nick Smith Jr. with the rebound. Slows it down. Gets it to LaMelo. 12 seconds on the clock. Hornets will take the last shot of the third. 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Melo with a step back. Oh my gosh. Hits it. That is the second score LaMelo has hit tonight at the end of the quarter. But, ladies and gentlemen, the Hornets still have another quarter to go, so you just don't know. Like I said, my prediction score is going to be, what is it? What did I say? 108 to 94.
join us way to end our third quarter. Now before
Actually, I said 90, 92. Actually, it's going to have to, I said an 8-point lead. All right, so I think the Hornets will score like 96 points. So it's going to end up being 96, and they'll end up getting, wait, my bad, guys. I'm already wrong. The Hornets have 97 points, so it can't be that. But I'm thinking the Hornets will end up losing by 8. All right, let me get a couple of things straight here. We got a timeout on the court. Yeah, let's get our score back up at the top. There we go, right there. All right, and let me change the score right here. All right, like I said earlier, join me tomorrow at 2 o'clock. We're going to watch these Carolina Tar Heels to see if they can get another win. Right now, the Tar Heels are 6-0 in the conference. That's the ACC. They're going to be taking on the Boston College Eagles. Carolina right now sitting at the top, but there's another one of these trap games. If the Tar Heels are not ready, they can get taken out easily by the Boston College Eagles. I'm still thinking that the Tar Heels will win this game regardless, but we cannot take it for granted. So now, let's see if my first North Carolina team can win this game right here first. Can the Hornets win this game? And they have not trailed. 85, 97, 11, 48. Fourth quarter just began. Collins back on the floor. McDermott gets the Collins for 3 and he hits it. Uh-oh. Good start for San Antonio. They have gotten it. They have tied it up before, and they've got it down to 2 several times. I'll say at least 5 times. Now Brandon Miller with the ball at the top. 9 seconds to shoot. Taking a lot of time. They get it to Lamelo. Lamelo looks like he changed his mind in the middle of the court, and he stays down. And Melo, bruh, just, I got you. Yeah. He got a steal, but then like the decision to go up, I think he lost. Well, he did lose the ball. Oh man, it would be great if somebody else had the presence of mind to do what LaMelo does and check and make sure. Like I said that like a week ago, 2 weeks ago when he wasn't playing. He's the only guy that takes advantage of that sometimes. All right, Johnson with the ball. He's going to take Mensah. He's too strong for him. Just moves him out of the lane.
Still able to bring it up to the rim and score off the window.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, that one's determined.
Melo takes a quick 3. And an offensive foul by LaMelo. Well, first of all, LaMelo, why take that shot, bro? Like you can get that shot at any time.
Real physical in that poor position. See what happens right there.
He just wanted to score on him right there because he just wanted to score on him because it was a cute step back. Like I said, this is why the Hornets can't win, because we don't make good decisions. We just don't. All right, doesn't look like anybody else is going to vote. So we got 50-50 chance here, or 50-50 percentage here. 90-97 is the score. And Jones sets the line. He hits both of them.
Folks want to, people on Chilliwack want to know. Yes, indeed.
5-point lead by the Hornets.
That lost against Stephen F. Boston. Oh, wow.
Let's see what kind of offense they're going to run. All right, they pass the ball to Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller shoots an off-balance shot, but still scores. And once again, that's just one of those. That's what the Hornets do. I think every play the Hornets have is ISO. McDermott trying to get open. He does. He's got to pass out to Collins. Collins kicks it back out. Extra pass to Sohan. Excuse me, that is going to be Jones. And the three is good. Brandon Miller walks it across the timeline. They get it to Nick Smith Jr. I don't know what play coach is going to run. Calls one play. Nick Smith Jr. at the free throw line. Misses. Osman for three. It's good. 1 point lead by the Hornets, and the Spurs, just like that, quick run from all the way back. Like I said, they've got all the fast break baskets. They share the ball. The Hornets come down. One guy dribble.
No freezers.
If you play good defense, now you got to pass the ball with like 7 to 8 seconds on the clock. So now it's just another pass the ball, and whoever gets the ball, you got to make something happen. There's no kind of motion offense whatsoever, and the Hornets will continue to struggle until they figure that out. My bad, there's the actual score right there, ladies and gentlemen.
You want to flip those over, though.
Like I said, let me reevaluate. I think, I don't know what the score is going to be, but I'm pretty sure the Hornets will lose by about 8 points. Yeah, once the Spurs get a 4-point lead, then the Hornets will come down and just launch threes from there on. Like they have, there's no kind of. They have no kind of basketball game time decision-making skills. It's just all threes. Like that steal right there Lamelo had. That's basically 2-on-1, and he just attacks the basket. The biggest guy on the court, which is Collins, and he loses the ball. Like, you got to steal, okay? Unless it's a wide-open layup, let's bring that out. Let's move the ball around and take a good shot. You got to steal. That's the positive. Like, don't turn it right back over, which is what we did right there. All right, thank you for the 4 likes.
These two guys are going to have to do what they've been doing all season long. Score in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have to score. They're the only people that are going to be touching the ball. All right, full court man-to-man by San Antonio. Let's see how long it takes to pass the ball. Lamelo passes it.
And what do we got? And a foul. Trey Jones.
Now pass that to Miles Bridges. 9 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Now what usually happens is the Hornets let the Spurs get close, and then the Hornets find a way to score. Let's see if this happens with 9 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock. Now Lamelo has the ball, gets it over to Brandon Miller, back to Melo. Melo swings it to Cody. On the baseline is another turnover by the Hornets, and this time it's going to be P.J. Washington. P.J. Washington throws the ball directly to the opposing team.
Spurs in a zone coming out of that timeout.
Spurs were in a zone.
What was drawn up.
And I don't know if this was a foul.
Johnson. I'm going to challenge this.
Unless you call him touching him on the back there. Ref was not in a great position to see that.
It's deserving of a challenge. So the Hornets will challenge Charlotte.
I did see a call like that last night in a middle school game where the ref was not in the greatest position to call an out of bounds. It looked, I'm pretty sure from where he was standing, it looked like he was out of bounds, but he was not at the correct angle to see that. So instead of calling that, you just gotta guess. I mean, you gotta say, hey, maybe he's not out.
Style that enhances functionality. Stand out with the Honda Accord. From Honda, the most awarded brand in car driver 10 best history.
All right, so we got a timeout on the court.
Or shop online.
Oh my gosh, hope we didn't get a copyright on that little music right there. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for showing up and hanging out with me. 3 people in the chat, 3 people in the chat. What's going on tonight? Coach Gary in the house. This cold January night. Supposed to get down to like 16 degrees. 16 degrees tonight. This weekend is supposed to stay frigid. And then the weather should not get higher than 30 degrees. Man, we're not used to that here in North Carolina. On Sunday, Saturday night supposed to get down to 16 degrees again, but then supposed to break 37. Now next week we're supposed to get weather temperatures as high as 67 degrees, so that'll feel like summertime after this cold weather. All right, you guys don't want to hear that. Top 3 scorers for both teams. Off the bench, Calvin Johnson with 20 for San Antonio. Following him is going to be Vassell with 14, and then Collins with 12. Let's see, what does who was the other guy? Barton, Johnson, Branham, Jones, Sohan, Collins, Barlow. Barlow has 9 points. All right, for the Hornets. Leading scorers, Miles Bridges and Lamelo Ball, both with 23 points. And following them is Brandon Miller with 19. Brandon Miller also out-rebounding all Hornets with 9.
Because a personal foul is stand on Martin. It'll be a 2-shot foul.
All right, and it was a
Hip. Rocket through the universe.
there's going to be there. All right, right there is what they said. He fouled him.
Not going to go to the replay to prove they got it.
All right, it was a replay,
So Cody Martin whistled for the foul.
and the foul's going to stand on Martin.
Free throw line. 2 free throws.
And that's going to send Johnson to the free throw line. He hasn't, I don't think he's missed a free throw. And that's going to put him up
Contact
to,
had nothing to do with him missing the shot.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
that's going to put him up to what? 24 points? Not sure. All right. So now the Hornets are trailing for the first time at 9 minutes. Lamelo Ball brings the ball across the timeline. Hasn't passed the ball yet. Finds Bridges under the basket. He slams it, and he's fouled by Osman. And the crowd is letting them have it. Hornets go right back up by 1.
PJ, he was going to set a screen, but Lamelo was already on the move. He backed off. Collins couldn't get back. Osman says, that's my help. He was too late.
Second dunk of the night for PJ.
Can PJ Washington convert the old-fashioned three-point play? Early step in the lane, and it's good. He does.
17 points.
Hornets back up by 2. Trey Jones walks the ball up across the timeline. He's on the Hornet logo. Gets that ball to Barlow. Barlow finds McDermott. McDermott coming off the screen. Barlow at the basket, and a foul's gonna be called on Cody. What? I thought Cody Martin was more or less trying to get out of the way, and maybe Barlow traveled.
PJ got a three-point opportunity. Roll down the middle. The weak side help.
But that's not gonna be how the referee see it. So Barlow has a chance to put the San Antonio Spurs back up by 1. Foul's gonna be called on Martin. That's 2 in a row.
Averaging 3 points per game. He's got 11.
Well, hey, somebody asked earlier who's better, Barlow or Collins. Well, Barlow averages 2 points a game. So I'm sure Collins averages more than that. Cody Martin makes up for his defensive limitations or defensive mistakes, and he hits a 3 to put the Hornets back up by 2. Trey Jones with the ball. Finds Barlow at the top. Barlow wants to hit McDermott. He hands it to McDermott. It's going to be a turnover. And LaMelo Ball, dribbling the ball in a crowd, finds Cody Martin. He steps back, drives. And see, this is what I'm saying. Like, why force it? Hornets had a chance to get points, and it was basically a turnover. It's not basically, it's another turnover. Forcing it. McDermott throws it up, misses it. Mensah, that's going to be Thor with the rebound. He gets to the LaMelo Ball. We need a 2-point shot, baby. It ain't got to be a 3. What in the world? LaMelo Ball with the most terrible shot in the world. That was a terrible shot. I'm sorry. It went in, and you would say, no. And that's what I'm saying. But that was a terrible shot. I'm sorry. It's a terrible shot by LaMelo Ball. It went in. Good job. We're glad it went in. And when you look at it at slow motion speed, it looks a little, it looks a little better. But, I mean, the only thing that was good about that shot was it went in. That's it. The only thing that's good about that shot is it went in. Because you miss that shot, then the coach is going to look at you just like I'm looking at you now. Like, what, dude? We had basically the full shot clock, and you're gonna take a shot like that? You didn't even jump. Didn't even look like a jump shot. You just but I guess LaMelo knew what he was doing. It went in. All right, so fortunate. The Hornets are fortunate to score right there and to extend this lead just a bit more. Here's the actual score right here, ladies and gentlemen, 103-108. The San Antonio Spurs took the lead for a very short time, and the Hornets, like they've been doing all night, have been able to find a way to score. As soon as the San Antonio Spurs get close to taking the lead, they've, like I said, they've closed this game, or got this game close to 2 points, and they've tied it several times. All right, quick timeout. Trey Jones drives, misses it. Misses the layup, and the ball is going to go to San Antonio. But the San Antonio Spurs are like, ain't no way. So now they're going to take a look at this. Yeah. It was knocked out of bounds by Barton. But it may have rolled off of Mensah's hand. He backhanded it.
Right there. Oh, yeah. He did. Yeah, he did.
Barlow backhanded it, but it may have rolled off Mensah's hand. Because Mensah can get his hands on the ball, but boy, he can't hang on to it. Let's see what angle they look at it. If you look at it, the first angle that I saw, they could say that it may have rolled off of Mensah's hand.
Terry right there.
Or was it Terry? Terry.
There it is.
Yeah, it may. Let's see. Did it go off Terry's hand right here? Right here. He backhands it.
Look at that camera work.
A little worried though.
But did it go off Terry's thumb?
Terry's right thumb was underneath him, tapping the backhand. So you got that fighter pilot vision. I know. I hope David Guthrie didn't have that fighter pilot vision.
That ball may have went off Terry's thumb, like, okay, but they're going to say, is it indisputable evidence? And if they can slow it down, they can really slow it down and see the separation of Barton's hand, then it probably went off Terry's thumb. They're either going to say that, or they're going to say we just could not figure. From the film we saw, from the view we saw, we could not figure if it was indisputable evidence.
Still waiting on a verdict.
We're still waiting. Oh, come on, Coach. What are you doing? Let's see. See if I can get out of this really quick. Here we go. Get back to the game.
Arlo definitely batted it with his backhand.
Is it indisputable evidence though? Off Terry. Stop it right there. Oh, that is going to be San Antonio ball because it went off on Terry. It was backhanded, but it went off on Terry's hand.
Terry's been active though. He immediately put his hand up. Said, "Oh, Hornets ball."
All right, we're waiting. Oh, they could not find indisputable evidence from the camera angles that they saw. So the ball is going to remain the Hornets ball.
And they get a break. So the Hornets have the basketball leading by 5, 7-20.
It's going to remain the Hornets ball.
Just not clear and conclusive evidence. Maybe, but there's no guessing in this game.
All right, full court man-to-man
Hornets going to make a change.
by San Antonio. They get it into Terry Rozier. Oh, they're gonna, okay. So McDermott is on Cody Martin. Cody Martin brings the ball over the court. They find Terry Rozier, turns down the three, gets it to that corner. Cody Martin now being guarded by Sohan, hanging on to the ball, steps through and kicks it out to P.J. Washington, who misses the free three-point shot. 6 minutes, 52 seconds. The sale with the quick three, misses it, rebound. P.J. Washington, they get it to Brandon Miller to bring it up the court this time. And run. I want him to run some offense where we're moving the ball. Pass it right here. Make the easy pass. They're just trying to get it to Terry right now. Terry step back three. It's good. If he keeps scoring, we're good, but you know, 103, 110. McDermott to the basket. His floater's no good. Rebound. Cody Martin finds Terry Rozier. Somebody cut to the basket. P.J. Washington. Another terrible pass by P.J. Washington. This time, the Hornets save it. Oh! Terry Rozier to Thor. The alley-oop is good. 112, 103.
It's a 10-0 run for the Hornets.
Sohan sets the screen on Martin, and now Thor guarding Vassell. Vassell stops, kicks it to Sohan. Sohan behind the three-point line. Now he's guarded by Cody Martin. Kicks it on the cutting Vassell. Layup, that is Jones. Layup is good. 105, 112. Let's go, Terry. You got to play some defense, too. 5:19 on the clock. 5:19. Terry Rozier goes off the right side. Finds Thor. Thor swings the ball over to Cody Martin. Back to Terry Rozier. Screen set by P.J. Washington. Terry takes the three. No good. Rebound. Sohan hands it to Vassell. Drives. Kicks that. Jones for three, and it's good. Here we go again. 108-112. The Hornets find a way to extend the lead, but here come the San Antonio Spurs. Hornets moving the ball around up top. It settles in P.J. Washington's hands. He goes to the basket. Why he let that one go on the floater, I have no idea. I thought he was going to dunk it. Misses the shot. Sohan brings it down. Sohan finds Jones. Jones, screen set. Gets it to the corner. Barlow. Jones on the baseline. Floater is good. And it is another 2-point lead. San Antonio, very nice movement in their offense, is going to always find the open shot because the Hornets defense just cannot hang with you if you're moving. And for some reason, we don't understand that. That's probably most of the defenses in the league. If you move the ball, people are moving, you're looking for these passes, you're going to find that open spot, that open zone in those gaps, and you can score. But no, the Hornets, we just come down, we run ISO ball. We run ISO ball. You know, that little passing, the pre-passing at the top, that's not looking, we're not looking for a shot on that. All the offense is doing is moving the ball to get it to Terry. If Lamelo's out there, to move the ball to get to Melo is going to, if he has the ball, it's like, okay, you can shoot it at any time. And if he holds the ball too long, it's going to always show that grenade to somebody with 8 seconds on the clock. So yeah, like Colin said, if Lamelo and Terry can keep scoring, the Hornets may be all right. But if they miss their shots, it's over because they hold the ball too long.
Skilled guy like his brother is always at the top of the assist to turnover ratio. He does not cause trouble turning it over for his team.
They're talking about Trey Jones. 16 points tonight. All right, the Hornets will bring it down. Lamelo on the court right now with Terry Rozier, 4 minutes and 2 seconds on the clock. They find Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges on the baseline. Again, the Hornets hang on to the ball like they find Terry finally. That's who they were looking for to begin with. Now everybody just stands back and watches Terry. Step back three is no good. Terrible offense. Terrible offense. Like, when you got on your mind one guy to get it to, how's it going to work? These guys right here just... These guys here at San Antonio Spurs, they come down, look, we're going to move without the ball, make good passes, make good cuts, backdoor cuts. Don't come down and dribble the ball forever. Move the ball, and let's see what happens. All right, let's see if this offense, let's see what offense they run this time. The Miller ball brings it across the timeline. He hands to Miller. Miller to Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges not looking to score. Getting it back to Brandon Miller for three in the corner. Right, they get that ball, got that ball to Lamelo ball. He goes down the middle, nothing was there. He had to kick it out to Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller just hit the three. That ball, that play was made for Lamelo ball. Vassell gets it to Sohan, back to Vassell. They go deep to Collins. Collins, strong move off the glass is good. 112, 115, 2 minutes, 46 seconds on the clock. Lamelo brings it down, gets his ball to Brandon Miller. Looks like the same exact play. Miles Bridges finds Lamelo ball. It is the same exact play. Now Lamelo ball, step back, gets it to P.J. Washington for three, and that's good. 17 seconds to score for San Antonio. This is Vassell. Vassell steps through, kicks it. Sohan. He's run off the three. And it's going to be Johnson for three, and he hits it. 2 minutes, 2 minutes left on the clock. It is a 3-point game, 115-118. Almost a bad pass by Lamelo. He gets it to Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges, screen set. He hands it to Lamelo in a corner. And Miles Bridges in the corner too. It's going to be called for the charge. Puts his head down. That's a charge. That's a charge. Move the ball. You can't take, that's a charge. That's a charge, bro. San Antonio with a chance to tie or pull within 2. 1:33 on the clock. Lascelles gets it to Collins quickly. Being guarded by P.J. Washington. Hadn't stopped him all game. Hook shot is good.
Collins crawls it in. He has been super aggressive in our second half.
117, 118, and 118 on the clock. Lamelo hands that to Thor. Lamelo kicks it. Terry turns down the 3. Should have took it then. Now Terry is going to hold. Yeah, one-on-one. Loses the ball out of bounds.
The Hornets have been sloppy tonight. Handling the ball.
Right, and since the offense is simply ISO, all right, let's see how many times San Antonio passes the ball. They get it 1, 2. This is Vassell with it. Screen set. Vassell still with the ball. And that offensive foul is going to be called on Vassell. Excuse me, it's going to be called on Collins. Collins, let's see. Collins sticks that hip out. Hornets, 43 seconds on the clock. A 1-point lead. 13 seconds to shoot. Lamelo has just been dribbling the ball. They finally get it to P.J. Washington. 8 seconds to shoot. Lamelo goes to the basket. Reverse layup is good. That was a good move by Lamelo. Reverse layup on the left side is good. Shot clock running down. 26.4 seconds left on the clock. It's only a 3-point lead though.
Double that and some. Look at this. Starts on one side, up and under, splits a couple of
Spin out of that double team beautifully, and look how many guys were around him. That is literally scoring on 5 guys. 2 guys tried to get him in a double team. He made the correct moves, spent out of the double team, and he's going to have to shoot it. Why? Because everybody else on your team is standing out beyond the 3-point line. All you got to have is one guy cutting to make that play easier, but LaMelo Ball with the excellent and skillful play has put the Hornets back up by 3.
Hornets desperate for a home win.
But can the Hornets win?
They've been going for them, though. They'll in close games this year. For some reason, the Hornets seem to generally always find a way.
Well, they got no quit attitude. They got guys that make big takes.
Can the Hornets win?
Just like we saw
We'll see.
Jerry Rozier.
26.5 seconds on the clock. I said the Hornets will lose by 8. But, you know, regardless, whether they win or not, is a loss is a loss. Right? All right, San Antonio going to get the ball in play on the side. This is going to be Trey Jones with it. 20 seconds. Vassell shoots a 3. It's off the mark. Rebound. P.J. Washington, you better go get the ball out of his hands, because he will turn it over. All right, but 11.8 seconds on the clock. Missed shot by Vassell.
Good thing to have. Good rebound right there by PJ. He was
P.J. Washington with a rebound, but I tell you what,
found someone to get an outlet to.
yeah, it should have been a guard to just run over there and get the ball, because P.J. Washington will turn it over.
One early.
Doing too much.
Both sides with one timeout.
The Spurs have not won all year without Victor Wembanyama in the game. They trail right now by 3 points, 117 to 120. 11.8 seconds left on the clock. Miles Bridges is throwing in. The Hornets have had trouble
Bridges needs help.
getting the ball in bounds. Lamelo gets it up court. They finally break the timeline, and Brandon Miller is going to be fouled going to the basket. 5.2 seconds on the clock.
And the kid, the youngster,
The Hornets get it in bounds this time. I've seen plenty of games where the Hornets have a chance to end the game and they can't get the inbounds in, or they turn it over. But this time they get it across the timeline, and Brandon Miller at the line. The young rookie hits the first. It is a 4-point lead. If he hits this one, then I would say put a little bit of mock defense, full court man, and do not foul. LaMelo Ball goes out of the game. Brandon Miller hits both, and it's going to be a timeout. 5.2 seconds on the clock. This could be over, ladies and gentlemen. Just depends. Hey, just coach calls a timeout and says, hey, listen, guys, all right, we can win a home game, but this is what you're going to have to do. We're going to go man to man, full court, unless the timeout allows San Antonio to take it out on side out on their end of the court. That possibly could be what happens here because of the timeout. But regardless, man to man, right? Man to man. Do not foul a three-point shooter. All right, don't foul. Just a little bit of pressure on them. You know, mock pressure. Let them, if they score, take it out, get it in real quick. As long as we secure the ball, you do not even have to dribble. Just get it in. That was the play of the game.
Staring at a victory, well-needed one here at Spectrum Center.
Oh my! The Hornets have 4 20-point scores, folks. 4 of the 5 starters with at least 20 points, and the others.
LaMelo Ball flexing on him. All right, here we go. 5.2 seconds on the clock. If the Hornets win this one, it'll be the 9th win. Sohan, the trigger, gets it into Vassell. Cody Martin runs away. It banks in. Just got to get it in. And they got the wrong person throwing in. Finally, they throw it into Terry. Terry's fouled quickly.
Remaining.
So this game is not over. Vassell with a great 3-point shot. It's a 2-point game. 1.1 second on the clock. Terry Rozier's going to have to hit these.
Off the wrong leg and one leg.
That's a game ender if you're playing the game. First free throw of the game.
1.3 seconds on the clock. It's a 3-point lead. If Terry Rozier hits this one, I wouldn't move. Would not move. Terry Rozier hits both. Coach says get back.
No such thing as a 4-point play tonight at Spectrum Center.
And the Hornets win. It has been a month of Sundays since the Hornets have won, but they were able to pull this one out. What's up, Michael Smitty? You doing ill? Yes, sir. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock might come on a little bit early for this game. Michael Smitty, hope it's not a. I like to call these games trap games. You know, we should win this game. It's not going to be it's not going to be a blowout game with Boston College, but But if if the Carolina Tar Heels go up there with their minds, if their minds not together, if we go up there thinking these guys are going to lay down, which coach is doing a good job keeping these guys on point, but it could be a tough game. Could be a tough game. All right, that's all I'm saying. But I'm still expecting the Tar Heels to pull it out. Okay, cool. We got to continue playing like we have to, and we got to rely on defense. Rely on defense, just like we've been doing. And I won't be mad if Coach puts that full court press on Boston College a little early. Just spring it on them a little bit, just to see how they're gonna react to it. Spring it on them. Maybe get a couple of easy baskets off of it, whatever. But yeah. And Carolina's got to keep. I think Carolina is going to be seeing a lot more zone on certain teams, and this might be one. This might be one team tomorrow. But yeah, we'll check it out tomorrow and see if these guys can what it's going to be. If we can win right now, what are we 6-0? If we can win, we can be 7-0 in the conference. I'll talk about this tomorrow too. But man, like really. Do you see Carolina going undefeated? I mean, that's tough. That's tough, right? Right? There's some good teams at the top. Do you see them going undefeated? We'll talk about that tomorrow. All right, so before I get out of here today, let's take a look at the stats. All right, here we go. San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs lose to the Hornets 121-24. San Antonio, the Charlotte Hornets in first quarter, they outscored San Antonio 34-32. In the second quarter, the Hornets 32-27. In the third quarter, Hornets 31-27, and in the fourth quarter, San Antonio outscored the Hornets 35-27. So for 3 quarters, the Hornets scored 30 points. And that last quarter, there they only scored 27. Like I always say, if you score 30 points a quarter, you can win in the NBA. There it is, right there. Leading scorers for the San Antonio Spurs. The leading scorer was Calvin Johnson with 25. Off the bench, ladies and gentlemen, he did not start. Following him would be Vassell with 17. Hit a big shot there hit a shot at the end to keep the San Antonio Spurs alive, but it wasn't to be. Jones and Collins both had 16 points. Collins 16 points and 3 rebounds. Barlow put in 12, but yeah, Collins gets the start because he's bigger and he scores better, or he scores more. All right, so leading rebounder for the Spurs was Sohan, who had 11 points. For the Charlotte Hornets and winners tonight, Lamelo Ball led all scorers with 28 points. Behind him was Brandon Miller with 24. Miles Bridges had 23, and PJ Washington had 20. Terry Rozier came in with 17. Leading rebounder, Brandon Miller with 9 rebounds on 35 minutes of play. The bench, is a reason why now the Hornets can't win, because our bench scored every bit of 12 points. 12 points. Now we do have people who are hurt, and our bench was Thor, Martin, Mensah, and Smith. So you got Smith, and well, that's it right there. You know, Cody Martin had a couple of good shots there at the end of the game, but right there, I mean, we stay hurt, so we don't have a bench. We stay hurt, so we do not have a bench. Period. One thing we can look at is the bench play of the Spurs. Now there you go. Look, the leading scorer came off the bench, 25 points. So that's 25, 35, 37. So it's 37. There's going to be 42 points right there. 42 points off the bench. You know, you can win. You can win when that happens. And yeah, we will go ahead and throw out there that Victor Wembanyama did not play today. So there's other guys who got a lot more playing time. All right. Field goal percentage was exactly the same, 47 for 84, 56% from the field. Three-point shooting, the Hornets edged out San Antonio with 55.2%. They were 16 of 29. The San Antonio Spurs were 46.9, 15 of 32. Free throws, wow, the Hornets shot 87%, because I always say you have to shoot 85 to win. They were 14 of 16, and the San Antonio Spurs were 11 of 17. That hurt them. 64.7% from the free throw line. Rebounding, the Charlotte Hornets edged the San Antonio Spurs out there 40 to 34. The assists, the Hornets ended up with 25 assists, but to the San Antonio Spurs 36. Wow, bruh, that's just sharing the ball. I'm telling you, Hornets organization. If the Hornets will start create an offense where they were sharing the ball like this, I'm telling you, we will win more games. Period. Point blank. Steals 9, blocks 4 by the Hornets. Turnovers, 18 turnovers. The Hornets tried their best to give this game away with 18 turnovers. 18? Get out of here. 18. Points off turnovers for the San Antonio Spurs, 24 points off turnovers. Hornets had 20 off turnovers. Fast breaks went directly to San Antonio, 22 to the Hornets 9. Points in the paint actually went to the Hornets, 58. And the largest lead by the Hornets was 12. Oh, it'll be tough to go undefeated in the ACC play. We got some tough games coming up. No cakewalk in the ACC. Any team can be beat. You're right, Michael Smitty. You're right. But we'll talk about that. We'll see how that might be my that might be my my poll question, and I hope it doesn't jinx the Tar Heels, but it is going to be hard to go undefeated. All right, but here we go. We gotta win the games that we're supposed to win. Win the games that we're supposed to win, and you know, tomorrow is a game that the Tar Heels are supposed to win. They're supposed to win this game. All right, 6 likes. Thank you guys for the 6 likes. I appreciate it so very much. Here's another thing I want to take a look at. All right. So the Hornets are now 9-30. 9-30. The way we're playing, we definitely will not catch the Hawks. Look at this is how our record looks. Start off with a win over the Spurs, and then just drops off. We drop off. Whoa. No, we're starting at the wrong end. Here we go. All right, we start out with a win, and we go 3, and then we win again. We go 2, we win again. You know, now right here, that right there, it's not great, but we could live with that, you know. But then after that, it just started getting worse and worse. The Hornets, I did not think we had won 2 games in a row, but we did. We beat Boston and then Washington. See, this little stretch right here, that's not bad. That is really not bad. That's 50% right there. All right, 50% right there. But then look at the next drought. Wow. That's 11 losses in a row. 11 losses in a row. Then we win one. We Sacramento, and again another drought. This is 6 games though. That's 6 games without a win. Now we got to say that these losses right here, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Lamelo was not playing in any of these. All right. LaMelo's not playing in any of these, which makes a difference. Some of these games, like the Miami game, who knows? That's a 2-point loss. Who knows? All right. Maybe the Denver game. Who knows? All right, but really, when you look at this, it's really only that game. The rest of these games, the Hornets are just flat out spanked. Period. We just flat out spanked. Yeah, Ball's been out for a while. Like the last game he played before that stretch right there was the Washington game. We won that one after that, and it was at home, I think, and he got hurt right there. The Hornets win that one, and then we go on these just losing. All right. So with that said, the Hornets have 9 wins, and this is what it looks like from here on out, right? That's a lot of games to play. It's a lot of games to play, but you know, will the Hornets even win 20 games today? This year. Philly, Minnesota, those are scratched. Detroit's a possibility, but you know, the games that it seems like we should win, we can't win. Houston, Utah, well, you know, we'll see. All right, before I get out of here, let's see if I can find let's see what let's see if the matchup predictor is already up for the Carolina versus Boston College game. Supposed to be aired at 2:15. All right, so you most of you know, when I look at the matchup predictor, if I see something like this, 74.3 to 25%, it makes me scared because the matchup predictor is not great with this. So really, it's giving this game definitely to Carolina, 25% for Boston College. So I think it's going to be, I think it's definitely going to be closer than that. We got Quentin Post, the big 7-footer, 235 pounds, 16.9 points per game. He can shoot it basically anywhere on the court. He can shoot the ball from 3-point range. So Baycock's going to have to at least run him off the 3-point line to see if he can stay out of foul trouble. Then Jay Zachary, says he's averaged, 12.2 points a game. He's a hard-nosed player. All right, so with that said, I will see you guys tomorrow. If you decide to come and chill and watch the game with me tomorrow, I appreciate it if you do. Thanks again for those 6 people who hit that like button. And thanks again for all the people who stopped by and watched this game. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm Coach Gary.